So I'm just finishing up this bad boy, about to prime it, but I've never really shown the finishing products that I used to get it to the priming stage. If you hear my dog, he's just breathing heavy. He wants to go for a walk. And he gets excited when I start talking. But yeah, so I just use shorter amount of craziness. Chill, dude. And so these are like files. I think they're jeweler files. You can just get them on Amazon or wherever. They're really super useful to get into like this crap right here. Which one did I use? Like this fits in here perfectly. And to get into like these lines here. And any like hard lines goes into those real good. I love this. There's like these stick sandpaper things. Help out so much. Also, these are really expensive, like $4 to $5. It's like a sponge sandpaper. But even if it kind of runs out and turns shitty, I just wrap it with normal sandpaper and continue just using it to go to finish it up. But to get to like bare minimum, so it's not super hard, use a hand sander. I use a Black & Decker initially until the battery dies. And then the super cheap Skill, I guess. It works. It's not as loud as the Black & Decker. I'll tell you what, that Black & Decker is hell loud. This one's not as loud, but it's kind of sucking out. But this one's like $20. That Milwaukee right there, that thing is something else, I'll tell you that much. And it uses like metal sandpaper, which is wild, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, so what I usually like doing, starting off with a raw print, hit it with 80 grit sandpaper first off. Then I slabber this down, wood filler. And I water it down pretty good. Not like super good, but pretty good. You'll get to like a toothpaste consistency. Like all over. I just go nuts with it, but not like super thick, but thick enough. You'll figure it out. Look at some of my shorts. You'll see how thick I get it. It's fairly thick, but it's not like super thick. Like I said, just watch the shorts, you'll figure it out. Let it dry for anywhere from 3 to 12 hours, maybe even a full day. And then you just sand it off. And what you really want to do is just push it into all these low points. Like when you're sanding, you're not actually trying to sand to the low points. You're trying to sand off all the high points. Because if you're trying to sand to the low points, you're just going to take away all the detail. I'm sure I'm telling you that. Try to sand off the high points and use your filler to get to the low points. You see what I mean? And once you get the filler into there, then you hit it with 1 and 2 filler sandable. This stuff is really, really good. There's one that's red that everyone else really, really likes, but I can't get red, which sucks for me. And you just hit it up. Let that cure for a bit. Sand it down. Hit it with like other sandable primer. Then hit it up with the filler one more time. See where, hit high points and low points. So you just kind of get down to about 400 grit. And then you're pretty much done sanding. Unless you're trying to go for a super shiny chrome, which you probably want to go up to maybe 600 to 800 grit. And then you hit your chrome shininess. But if you're just trying to do just a base metal or any normal spray paint, 400 grit's good enough, I think. But play around. Also, humidity for spray painting, super important. If it's too humid, don't even spray paint. Don't waste your time. You're just going to mess up your print. You're going to hate your life. You're going to just mess up everything. And you're just going to hate yourself. So just don't do that to yourself. So if you remember how bad this looked before, it looks really smooth now. Can't even feel that. But we'll see how bad it looks once I hit it with the primer, because all those bumpiness will definitely start showing. Then I'll get this to a lucky winner in Korea. And hopefully they'll really enjoy it. And there's the dog. Look at him. He's like, oh, I want to go for a walkie. We'll go for a walk, buddy. Yeah. And then I'll spray paint this stuff. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And sorry for the shaky hand cam.